He's Mr. Know-it-all. He's the man, got a plan, got a fake Bible in his hand. He's Mr. Know-it-all. Hi, Princess A. Mocha Drop. Yes, sir. We are back. Fraser Laurie and Shakira. Hi, Nikki with the iPads Baloo. Hey, people. Y'all see today's story? Now, here in the beef sector, we talk about other things. Carry on Franklin's in the news right now. People talk about that. We talk about other things, but the primary thing we talk about over here is each other. So, yeah, we're going to discuss what goes on here before anything else, or more than anything else. And I see y'all watch more when we're talking about each other, because you can certainly get everything else everywhere else, right? So today we want to talk about this Jay Wilson. One of my favorite subjects. This retarded nigga, Jay Will. You're not supposed to say retarded no more. This slow Negro is on here. He went on yesterday, did something like over 2 hours saying the exact same. My God. Girl, I started watching that fool. The first statement he made, girl, carried on all the way through 2 hours and something. I just keep on saying about they pulled up, she pulled up. Why don't you come out the house? I said, well, goddamn, nigga, you've already said those words. Why won't you come up with some other words to say, right? Now, first he starts off with all this bullshit about how he gonna call the police. Oh, if you come over here, you gonna go and call the police. Oh, I'm gonna call the police. I ain't gonna tell. I got too much to lose. This thing, Jay Wilson, you are only defending your cowardice. Let's establish that. Constantly talking about calling the police because somebody hit your punk ass you're just covering for your cowardice. You're trying to make it sound like it makes sense, nigga. This thing, if somebody punches you in your mouth, you are supposed to punch them back. If you're not going to hit them back, you are a coward, nigga. So we don't want to hear no more about how you're going to call the police. I'm going to call the police. And she will, because as we recall, when she had that pitiful event of hers, she had an armed guard watching over the meal because Tracy said she's going to come over there and crash his little party. He was so afraid of Tracy and Wally coming from Houston, I guess, or Dallas. He was so afraid of them people. He spent all the budget of the whole damn event on paying somebody with a gun to stand over the table while they ate. You are a coward, and it's time for you to accept the reality. You can get on with this bullshit about, the law is for the lawless. The law is for the lawless. Oh, you come here, I'm going to call the police. I'm going to let him hit me. Go ahead and hit me. Go ahead and hit me. I'm going to call the police. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. A grown-ass man. Jay Wilson, let me say this to you again since you didn't hear it the first time. Grown men do not speak that way. I wouldn't give a goddamn if you feel that way, nigga. You don't talk like that. I'm going to call the police. I'm going to call the police. You hit me. I'm going to call the police. Go ahead, hit me. I'm going to call the police. This thing. It is. Jay Wilson, I want you to start accepting what you are. You are a coward. You are a coward. You don't need to be over here trying to justify you being a coward. You've been a coward all your goddamn life. You said you had 5 brothers in that trailer, girl. But I'm trying to say, damn, if niggas brave with 5 brothers, you would think that they would at least have some roughhouse around the house and somebody would show this motherfucker how to throw a punch. You're so disgusting. So my point of all that is, he keep on talking about how he gonna call the police. Nobody better hit him. The law is for the lawless and all this kind of shit. And he gonna sit there and let me beat him up, I guess, when he's still eating, girl. As I'm drawing back for the first punch, that bitch putting a goddamn rib in her mouth. I guess food is her protection. I don't know. But then to go on here for hours yesterday and this morning talking about how Phi Babe wouldn't come out of her house to fight this woman from Florida. Wait a minute. I thought you said you're supposed to call the police. Then you said, oh, you called before she got there. You called. Didn't you say you're supposed to call? If a grown-ass man is supposed to call, certainly a woman's supposed to call the police, right? Since you're so in love with the police, nigga, you could have kept that to yourself. But for you to be in here, even in the same video, child, talking about how you nobody gonna hit you, and you always call the police on them, and everybody going to jail, and you ain't got no record. Oh, they gonna take you to jail because you got a record. Oh, you assault. That's assault. That's assault. And then you come out here and you got all this to say about the situation with Will Smith and that other child, Chris Rock, whatever. Oh, he assaulted him. He assaulted him. He gotta go to jail. He gotta go to jail. He's supposed to be taking him to jail. There's no man in you, Jay Wilson. I don't know how you got to be so bitch made, nigga. But you don't even know how to communicate with people, right? Girl, ain't nobody gonna sit up here and die because somebody's attacked them, right? So if they come at you with a hammer or a butcher knife, or they kick your door off the hinges, girl, we can only expect you to do something to defend yourself, Jay Wilson. Your go-to should not be to call the police. And even if to call the police, even if that is your go-to, girl, don't tell nobody that. Not as a man, honey. It makes people. First of all, it makes all the gay men's dick go get soft. What is this bitch? Right? Your bitch made. And I'm sure no woman is excited about that. You mean to tell me that we at the mall together and somebody comes over here and slap the piss out of me? You mean to tell me you go, call the police? Call the police. Oh, you're going to jail. Oh, you're going to jail. You stop that. You stop that. Girl. Jay Wilson. Did you go on here talking for hours and hours about this woman? About the threat of some woman at a I don't know what's going on over there. Apparently, Demi did it, and the Fine Monster got into it about her trip, and then the other girl, Onside April, they had made some threats were made. Now, apparently, a couple of days ago, she was in town visiting Chicago, and the Demi Did It girl kept calling the Five Babe, well, I don't know how to say it. Five Babe, Five Monster. We're not going through nothing, so I'll stick with Five Babe for the moment. Although we do have an issue at the end of this. So they said they're in town, and they're calling her to invite her to come out of her door. For me, the easiest thing to dare, you go ring the doorbell, right? Catch a blind side peeking out. Who is it? Who is it? She opened up the door and let her in. Let her in. And never once did the girl ask her where have she been. She said, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you, honey. Did you sleep good? How'd I get off track? Oh, yeah. So, Jay Wilson, which is it, nigga? Is it appropriate to always call the police when you're confronted with violence? That's what you said, right? But then you want these women to go out there and fight. What are they? Are these women? Are they dogs? What do you want to sit back and watch them fight? Is that what you're saying? You keep riding this woman, the Fine Monster. You keep telling her to come outside. Why did you come outside? She waiting outside. Why you need waiting? I said, isn't this a contradiction to what you just said, nigga? So you want the women to fight, but you don't want to fight. You got so much. You ain't got no more to lose than anybody else, girl. Jay Wilson, I don't know if you think everybody in the whole goddamn country, what do they all live under rocks or something, girl? And you living in Taj Mahal. Even though we can see when you film in that living room, girl, your living room is no longer no different from here to that door. That's it. It ain't no big grand mansion like you put it off to be, girl. But anyway, you got so much to lose. What are you gonna lose? One of these damn barely over minimum wage jobs you got, girl. These piecemeal jobs, girl. What do you got to lose so much? You're a coward, nigga. So she talking out of both sides of her mouth. Apparently, she wants y'all women to beat the shit out of each other, scratch each other up, cut each other with razor blades and all this. That's what he wants to see. He's saying, where you at? Why don't you come outside? Come on outside. This is what he's saying to Miss Spy Monster. And then she thinks the other girl is supposed to beat her up. Well, anytime you got 2 against 1, whatever. I don't know about their fight. Be quiet, baby. Please stop. No. Hey. You know. Why is he so excited about these women beating each other in the face? I want to know. She constantly got her mouth over here whining about covering for the fact that she's a fucking coward. She won't even accept responsibility for that. Now she tries to spin this tale that I was not ready to beat her ass in Atlanta. Oh, did anybody see that? I didn't see. You got 35 witnesses giving the exact same testimony, girl. Now, how you gonna spin that one, Jay Wilson? What you going? If Florida Red, girl, you are an embarrassment to the Florida Red, girl. Whatever the hell that means. Want the women to come over here and fight somebody, girl? I thought you said, well, you ain't supposed to fight. So grown ass niggas is supposed to hide in the house, call the police, girl. But Jay Wilson, you're gonna have to confront that at some point in your life. I know it's gonna trauma, it's gonna trigger you because you probably no one has ever really smacked the shit out of you, right? So when they do, we're talking about men here. When somebody slaps the taste out your mouth, you know you're gonna have a breakdown, right? Right? Because you've been able to get by always threatening people. You're gonna call the police and they all going to jail and all this kind of shit, right? At some point, you are gonna have to be a man. That's just it, honey. Unless you plan on be just laying on the ground, getting the shit slapped out of you for the rest of your life, you're gonna have to stand up and you're gonna have to be a man, honey. Stand up and be a man and hey, I said you're tired of running. Help me, help somebody. You've been able to escape it because all you did was hide out and collect student loans for all your life, right? You ain't never really dealt with any men. You probably work with all women. You act like a woman. You sit on YouTube and act like a woman. But here you're actually exposed to people, right? And people are exposed to who you are. They're exposed to your personality. And now you've repeated to all these men in this country that I am a coward. What most people, they ain't worried about no police because they ain't hanging around worrying about no waiting on the police. They can come and get arrested because you're going to go over. Oh, he hit me. He hit me. Oh, put him in jail. Put him. That one over here. He just knocked the shit out of me. He hit me. Girl, they stick and move, honey. That's what they call that. You stick and move, girl. You knock it motherfuckers out of his head, girl. Then you get out of there, right? So at some point, since you are exposed to people on YouTube, somebody's going to take offense with your mouth, and you're going to have to be confronted, just like all the other people on here confronted, right? You see how Tommy Sotomayor, you see him out there running in New York. Somebody go confront your punk ass, right? You should at least be able to defend yourself, girl. You can't even do that. And now you're going to try to criticize somebody else because they don't want to come out there. So what you think you got so much to lose? What they got to lose, right? Anyway, I just think it's so ironic. For this bitch, she over here talking about nobody gonna hit her. She gonna call police. Everybody go to jail. And at the same time, she tells somebody else to come out there and fight. So which is it, nigga? Right is right and wrong is wrong. Which do you believe? Do you believe in anything? You got to believe in something. Jay Wilson, you got to believe in something. Why not believe what's right? Fishy called them to the fish pond. Then got scared when they showed up with the fishy poles. Girl. Ladies, don't y'all be out there beating each other up. Now, I'm against violence. I'm against violence, but I'm gonna defend myself. You believe that shit, honey? I don't give a goddamn who you are. It's just the law of the land, honey. I don't want to see no black man on here hollering and screaming about calling the police constantly, girl, and then want to try to egg somebody else on to fight. I don't get it. I don't get it. And once again, we are confronted with his character. His character. He has none. Something to run his mouth about, girl. Now, if you wanted to go off on Miss Fire Monster, what you should have been going off was that little piece of change she had in her nose last night. Okay, we got to switch off to you again, Fire Monster. Well, let's hope this does not ignite a beef between us again. But we'd have to make mention. There was an issue last night. When I first saw you, the Fire Monster, I said, listen, She obviously has one of the earrings in her nose. I don't like that look, but people are wearing it now. You can't control what other people wear. I thought she had an earring in her nose, and the pipe to the earring was in her nose, right? So she had this big old white thing in her nose. And so I said, oh, okay. She wearing one of the ugliest earrings. And then someone on her phone called her while she was live. This is someone obviously who knew her, and told her that she had a booger in her nose or something in her nose, right? And she said, oh, somebody said I had a booger after. You wiped it away. Great big old white nugget, girl. That's what you're supposed to be reading, nigga. You should have been reading that bang. That bang. Oh, we done sat up here and count you with the bang. She wiped the big old book thing out there. Just when the boogers get to be bright white, girl. So the fire monster got to play this off now, right? She wiped the book off. And there's still some of the white stuff on the nose right here in the middle of the nose, right? What do you call that? The booger sugar is still trailing her out because she's not looking at herself and she don't want to do it up there and all that kind of stuff, right? But she did wipe that big old white thing out of her nose, girl. That was not a booger, the fire monster. You know boogers are green and brown, girl. Ain't no bright white boogers, girl. That's but booger sugar. Okay, I don't want to start no shit with her. We offered that now. But you should have been reading about that. But as far as her coming out there to fight these two women, not you, Jay Wilson. Let these other ones who believe in pull-ups and fighting all the time and doing all this kind of shit, let that be between those kind of women, honey. If those girls want to carry on like that, let them do it. But you are not the right spokesperson, honey. You're the wrong one to be trying to get somebody, egg somebody on to come out and fight somebody. We've seen what you're working with, girl. Right? Jay Wilson, the whole world, you've announced to the whole world that you're a coward, right? So you think that the character of men is you can insult them and insult them and insult them, and then you're going to go to the conference or you're going to see them somewhere, and then they just go say, oh, it's just fun and games. No. The average man is going, if they ever expose to you or catch up with you, girl, is going to knock your goddamn clock shut, girl. That's just what men do, honey. No, they don't give a fuck about you saying, I'll call the police. I'll call the police. Nobody thinks. That's not the way men think, girl. Right? We've seen what you are. We know what you are. We know you're walking on them sponges, honey. Right? So really, all the dude got to do is walk up to you, girl, and step on one of them goddamn swollen up ankles, bitch. Boom, and just boom, 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 boom. Like one of them crash dummies, girl. Because you ain't going to hit it back. Oh, I'm being assaulted. Call police. You got to call the police on him and put him in jail. So what if you go to jail for 2 or 3 days, girl? What's going to happen when you get out of jail? Oh, sissy. I couldn't believe how much she got to say, honey. The nerve. See, I'm telling you, this boy, he's not all that wrapped, all that tight. Y'all give him credit because he say a doctor. Y'all say he said he Dr. Feelgood, right? But really, Jay Wilson is an idiot. He's stupid. He don't realize the foolishness and how stupid he sounds, enticing these women to come out and fight each other when he's been spending, girl, the last 3 years telling her how she ain't gonna fight nobody, how she's a coward. She don't want to call her the coward, but that's what it is. You want to cover it up with, oh, in my rights, nigga, buy a gun. And if somebody come kick your door, shoot them in their goddamn head. It shouldn't be anything be spoken on, girl. I ain't got to say a goddamn thing about it. You ain't gonna walk your punk ass up in here. I bet you that goddamn much. That's just being a man. Man's supposed to protect the home, honey. You're in charge of the castle, girl. Going, hi, Connie Bernard. How you doing? Let me see what's going on here. Hey, Tracy. I guess Jay Wilson gonna have that man shoot you in your head if you came to his little party, girl. She put the whole budget on her armed guards. Hot dog liquor. The streets are hot. I guess that woman is going on. She went back to on site. Has went back to Florida. They back in their separate corners now. And Jay Wilson got so much to say. So basically, he wants to call the fire monster a coward for not coming out and fighting these women, right? Right. Even after giving an hour-long monologue about how he ain't coming out nowhere. Jay Wilson, let's say somebody comes from some other town and comes into San Antonio and they tell you that they are out front and they call you on your phone. Are you going to go out and see them? I'm confused. They keep calling your phone and calling your phone and step out, come out the light, come into the light, Caroline. Come into the light. Are you going to wobble your big fat ass out there on the street? Girl, I don't give a goddamn what kind of cowboy boots you put on, girl. Them ankles are not protected in this thing. So the first punch is going to lay your ass out, right? So are you going to come out there to the car and say, look, what's up, partner? That's what men do. You in front of my house, you telling me to come out? Okay, I'm here, motherfucker. What's up? What's up, motherfucker? Do you think you can do that, Jay? Oh, they on their way. You going to jail. Oh, you going to jail. Oh, I already called them. I already called them, peeking out the door and kind of shit like that, girl. And you want to promote that, and then you want to not call it cowardice. Jay Wilson, just don't say nothing about it, girl. If you ain't about that life, nigga, why you talking about it? What do you know about it? You don't know nothing about no damn violence. You don't know nothing about no murders. Nigga, shut up. Just don't say anything about it. We've already know you're a coward. Do your cowardice thing, bitch. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. I can't tell you how to be a man. If you want to run, go ahead and run. Believe me, woman, it ain't no big deal. We dealt with sissies, and we know what they would do now. Make me no difference now. If you're gonna act a fool, girl. Can y'all see Jay Wilson on the Bad Boys? Jay Wilson would have pulled one of the Andrew Caldwell's on their ass, girl. Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson, what if they sent you all the expense? You said you went to Florida for a vacation. I mean, to Atlanta and eat, right? Because they bought ribs. I guess buying a rib sandwich is a big deal to you. What if Lemmy's watching Night Girl and he invites you to be on the show? What would you do, Jay Wilson? What would you do if you were put into position suddenly of being on a reality show, girl? Because this, this is actually exactly what happened. When they're doing this reality show, the Bad Boys of LA, that's what we were confronted with in Atlanta, except for we weren't living in the house, but we were still there to film. Is what they're there to basically film. I don't know how long they're in that house. They're doing Brick Brothers style or whatever. But we saw what you did, girl, when you were confronted with somebody who wanted to check you. I mean, goddamn, we talking about one slap, girl. I wasn't going to kill you. You never heard me say I was going to kill you. I just wanted to slap the taste out your goddamn mouth along with all that rib juice. Girl, have y'all ever heard of a person? If some nigga you're ready to jump on you and already told you you're going to kick your motherfucking ass. You've been arguing with him for a fucking year. You've been running your mouth. And then he confronts you with the exact same energy that he had online, girl. And he's coming at you. Are you going to stick a barbecued rib in your mouth? And a piece of chicken? Girl. There was terror in your face, bitch. And you gonna come here trying to change the story up. Girl, just admit you're a coward and let it be, honey. You ain't got to talk about it no more. Don't never let them see you sweat, honey. Hi there, spiritual goat. Did I see Mr. Carruthers in here? I got to go back. I got to go and at least speak to people. Let me see. Oh, he think he over letting her have it. Oh, she outside. She outside. Somebody gonna make you punt. They're gonna make you remember those words, nigga. Right? There's somebody gonna pull up on your punk ass. There are ones who you have driven to your house. They know where you live, and he gonna try to threaten somebody. Tread lightly. Was that just a week ago, girl? She was telling that woman Kimmy she had better tread lightly from whatever she was saying, cause he know where she lived. Girl, in every gangster movie, that is their primary threat. I think they use it 3 or 4 times in The Sopranos, right? I know where you live. That's the classic threat. I know where you live, right? Tread lightly. What the fuck you treading lightly for, girl? You trying to threaten people at the same time you're admitting you're a coward, girl? What if one of these men around one of these women's houses decide, let me go over here and check this nigga. That's my woman, right? If I was your woman and you were a man, you'd have no other woman. Good morning, Brother Crothers. Connie. Annette. Egyptian goddess sheets. Oh. What was that? Egyptian 1,000 count? Oh. How y'all doing today? I think there's a 2-hour difference between here. No, ain't no difference between here and LA. Same thing. But we're in the middle of the day now. So I haven't heard anything. Did Kirk Franklin, Carry On Franklin, get out? Has he been charged? Are they holding him? If there's anything less than a murder or conspiracy to murder charge, then he could very well bail out. Have Larry Reed and John P. Key bailed him out already? We don't know. I haven't heard the last word. Y'all excuse me for 1 second. I just want to get this word to make sure we're not missing the breaking news. Okay. Somebody's saying, they're just saying Carry On Franklin arrested an hour ago. Scotty by nature. Well, we know he's arrested. That ain't current. Watching reviews, King Roman news. No, so nobody's reporting so far that he's been released. That damn LA County jail, though, it takes you all day to get out. Let me see what I want to do here. Let me go down to my subscriptions and see. Where's my subscriptions? Okay, so far, no word on that. Hi, the spiritual goat. I mean, his boy over here, he just going nut on himself. So excited about this woman pulling up. Gay Wilson, that's not your place, boy. Stay out of it. You ain't gonna do shit. You a cowardly bitch. So why you in somebody else's fight, girl? If they choose to fight, it's be between those women. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You the last person on the beef sector that should be saying anything about it at all. You've said enough. We know what you are. Yes, the rib. You had to be there, Tracy. You had to be there. That motherfucker started. The closer I got to him, the more he's stuffing food. You know, like a nervous energy kind of thing. He said he's a, what do you say? He's a not a compulsive eater. He is a pathological eater, whatever. When he felt the stress on him, because first he was just sitting there, right? And I said to him, "What I said, you a bitch made something or other, right?" He said, "Oh, stop calling me that. My name is James Wilcox." I said, "Your name is bitch, and you're gonna be referred to as a bitch the whole time you're here, right? Because you walk like a bitch, and you act like a bitch, and you eat just like a bitch." Sean Bradley, why won't you release that? Apparently, you have released this footage of just those few moments. That's all I want to see is a few moments. I know y'all reached that little silly shit that happened afterwards. I want you to release the moment of the real shit, child. I want people to see they don't believe me. This boy starts stuffing fucking rib bones in his mouth. That's why he's gonna be laid out. He didn't know what the fuck to do. He ain't being confronted by no means. See, Jay Wilson needs to do a little more time on them streets, honey. He don't need to spend all his time in no class because he ain't getting nothing out of it, girl. He ain't smarter than shit. Hi there, Larry Nelson. When does Jay Wilson go to work? Good question. He said, when does Jay Wilson go to work? He said he got this big highfalutin career, girl. He is, Miss Thing, I can get up and go on here anytime I want to. It's already set up. My lights is every microphone. I just turn the computer on and I can go live, right? But I am not on. If I was at work, if I had a job some damn where, I would be at work, girl. I could. This boy goes on in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and then when he gets off work, or supposed to be work, then he goes on again late evening. 4 and 5 videos every day, but yet he don't need the money. Oh, they all on welfare. Oh, they all disgusting. Oh, everybody is everything low except him. But yet he is the only one on here so desperate for every dollar. And he's so dumb that he thinks it's a good thing to be bragging about money, dollars. Oh, I'm gonna get a coin. I'm gonna get a coin. I'm beefing for dollars. Give me some money. I'm beefing for dollars. Jay Wilson got so many characteristics, child. I can't even express to you how annoying that boy is. No shame whatsoever. You should be ashamed, girl. All that police calling you've been talking about, girl. And what's going to happen to girl, you're going to call the police on the wrong one. Ain't nothing worse than you calling the police on somebody already show you that they lean towards violence. And you're going to put them in jail? All right. How long are they going to hold them on that? Oh, I slapped the shit out of Jay Wilson. How long is that go? How long are they going to hold him on that, girl? What if they got a wife or somebody to bail them out? And they say, oh, hey, you sent me to jail, brother. It's okay. You know, it's all good. No. Next time they're going to get you in a situation where you can't get to a phone, bitch. Snatch that phone out your hand, girl, and smash it. Smash it. What's going on, Gamish Carter? Okay, he was over there singing for the entire live. What are you singing about? I wasn't a bit. Wait a minute. I wasn't moved a bit, and my dumb ass sat there for 3 songs to see if he was gonna get it right. But the song was terrible or horrible. I don't know who told that boy he was a singer, girl. I mean, his singing is just a little bit better than mine, and that ain't saying very much, girl. That ain't saying very much. Why shouldn't I love it, girl? You catch these hypocrites. That is a straight hypocrite. I think he sees himself on some kind of different plane than the people on here. It's okay for them to go out there, you know, and fight each other, scratch each other, knock each other's eyes out and all this kind of shit. But nothing is to affect him, right? He had to call the police and nobody can hit him. Nobody come on his property. Nobody come. It's okay for him to call the police, right? But the fight monster got to put on her gloves and go out there and fight, scratch, and kick, right? What's wrong with him, girl? He got so much to say about everyone on here's life, child. So much to say. I bet Jay Wilson, I bet you wouldn't even confront Rico live. Rico has already shown you that he ain't got no problem with fighting, right? We have seen examples, right? See, there's different ways, there's different levels to this shit. But as far as man to man, Rico would have you cowering. All you could do is throw your hands up, kind of hide your face, girl. Not in the face, not in the face. There are different levels to this shit. Lord, slap the rib juice out of his mouth. Give me that rib. Give me that. I ain't scared of you. Oh, he said he has an eating disorder. And these are his words and not mine. Rib juice running all out his goddamn mouth, girl. Oh, that boy over there, child. I'm telling you, he's something else. I can't hardly take it. He was singing for, he over there. I saw something over there that said singing for something. He said, Fine Monster said he did 2 or 3 songs. Took 45 minutes to sing the damn song, girl. Just run after run. Then when he really getting down in it. I said, girl, they gave you a master's degree for that shit, girl. You want a lawsuit? You should have sued them damn schools for lying to you, girl. For moving you on, bitch. Mm-hmm. We know there's some they just let them sit in there to it. They ain't no choice but to graduate them, girl. As long as you give them coins, they'll just graduate you. All the online degrees, bitch. They ain't never seen you before, girl. You got a degree. I got a degree in singing. You got to watch him sing. Lord have mercy. What you gonna do if Lemmy calls Zeus? Child, I ain't. Listen, I am not with that shit that goes on Zeus. I had a resentment about them boys being jumped like that on the first goddamn scene. It wasn't that I had such a problem. Well, I did. I had a real problem with that. The whole thing went down the first scene on it, right? And that's all I really watched. And then I went later and I caught up on all 4 to see what that was going on over there. It wasn't that. Zeus, they have the ability to decide what is going to be aired. You have this drunken mess over here attacking innocent people for no other reason that they won't fight each other, and then you're going to broadcast that. That could have been cut out easily. No, you think it's right, and it's not a mistake that they're on there drunk. That fool from the trunk, money reside. That wasn't the only one drinking on there, girl. They like them drunk. So they're encouraging the bad behavior. At least if they weren't drunk, you would you expect them to act reasonably, responsibly. But a drunken motherfucker like that, child, just going around just socking people. Why would you actually go out of town to get that, girl? I don't know which one of these bitches, and girl, I don't even know how much I can control myself. And some stupid motherfucker come over here and hit me because he drunk. I was drunk. Y'all see her on the ground throwing her legs all up. I was drunk. Get my picture. I'm the star of the show. And you allow that, and you invite it back. So Zeus, you don't have no clean hands, honey. Call me and Jay Wilson on there, girl, and see what happens. Call me on Zeus. That's the challenge. Zeus, we have a challenge for you. Invite me to Zeus. Yeah, I'm old. That's all right. I still got these heavens and Murgatroyds, girl, to put on a bitch when necessary. And I'll give you a pass, a Zeus. And ZX, he got comments about this situation as well. Baby, I'm not going to encourage nobody to go nowhere and fight nobody, honey. That's just where I stand with all that kind of stuff. It ain't my business. If they want to fight each other and kill each other, that's on them, honey. But how she going to get her feet in it after she had already said it over and over again that she's a coward? Larry Nelson kept telling me, I'm going to break his jaw. I'm going to break his jaw. Oh, you saying violence. Oh, that's violence. Your mouth is violence. Your mouth is violence, girl. You provoke people, Jay Wilson, and you feel safe behind the camera. But as we can see, sometimes you're not always behind the camera. What happens if you get popular and you're invited to go somewhere, girl? Maybe if you get enough numbers, YouTube will even invite you to one of their conferences and all that. And then all of a sudden you're out in public now. You've been running your mouth about people for all this time, girl. And now you're out in public, right? And you're convinced that the police are going, I don't know, they drops through spaceships or some shit, girl, and save you. Somebody, that ain't how it goes down, girl. It don't take nothing but good 3-4 minutes in the ass. Woo, to draw blood and mud from that ass. You saw on Zeus, you think people didn't take it? That was only a minute, girl. Imagine if a nigga had 5 minutes on you. the kind of work they could put in. The news today in New York City shooting, more shootings. Yeah, I heard that. What did they kill? 5 people, injured 13 people. Had you can't watch with so much in the news, honey. I really. I mean, if you went back, turned back the time 10 years, you would say, well, damn, it seems like it's the same thing. It's the same day. We're right back to school shootings and all that shit. So I haven't watched that. I haven't paid attention to it. I think I should go ahead and cancel cable, since all I watch on cable is news anyway. So Larry Nelson, I do not have a definitive answer for you. I don't know when or how that food works anywhere. Video with you and food junkie scuffling on the panel. What happened? You came across that, Connie Bernard? Oh, that's when me and the food junkie and Kelly Love were all on James Caldwell's page. So now apparently the food junkie then came after Jay Wilson and said he has the soul of a wife beater, a woman beater. Baby, it's the rib juice for me. It's supposed to be blood running out this nigga. When they put him on the stretcher, girl, nothing but rib juice and gravy come out of his mouth, girl. That nigga had giblets coming out of his nose. Could you stop the eating, sir? Just one more little piece, please. One more sandwich. I'm hurting. I'm gonna send him in jail. He going to jail. Where at? Where y'all? Ooh, where at? That boy was so nervous, honey, when they put us on the side after the scuff, the near fights. They put us in the room, right? At first, he sat down on the couch. I sat down right beside him. That nigga moved to the other side, girl. He was so nervous. I said, damn, I wasn't going to kill you, boy. I was going to kick your ass. That's all. Damn, can't you take a few punches? I got to admit, though, Jay Wilson, I couldn't resist the ankles, girl. I was definitely going to step on the ankles, girl. I was going to see you. I was going to hit the ankles, bitch. Don't you ever approach no real man, bitch, with them swole up ass ankles, girl. With your skinny, skinny jeans. If you got big feet, I don't know what kind of feet I just saw the ankles. These skinny jeans they all wear now, it makes some people their feet look enormous, girl. Be quiet. But I couldn't even see his feet because you had to get to the feet, to the ankles before you got to the feet. They were coming all out around the shoes. The laces were not tied because they couldn't tie the shoelaces. Now, a couple of days ago, he came and showed the shoes because I said they were worn brown leather shoes. Well, the shoes look a mess for one reason, Jay Wilson. It's because your feet couldn't fit in them, girl. Shoelaces are supposed to be tied, honey, right? It was a slim shoe, but it was stretched out to overflowing, right? It was like Rasputin. You had ankles like Rasputin, girl. I will kick one of the motherfuckers, girl. Watch the feet, not the feet, and the face. You got all them niggas in there. And now one of them plumfuckers have told you how to be a masculine man. Certain things men don't do, Jay Wilson. Nobody even taught you that, girl. So it tells me that they didn't like your ass very much. They didn't like your punk ass. They was tired of saving you. They said, well, we supposed to be protecting our sisters, not your ass, girl. Yeah, you the only one we got to fight over and protect. I'm going to tell my brother. I'm going to tell. They have stretched skinny jeans. I'm fat, baby. Don't take nothing personal. Okay, Deandra, listen here. Get this lesson. Do not take any of this bullshit personal. It ain't got nothing to do with you being fat. We're talking about Jay Wilson, right? All the bullshit I got to endure about all this HIV shit, all the shit I got to take about old people, all the bullshit I got to hear about my past and you a drug dealer and you in prison and all that shit, girl, don't take it on to yourself. It ain't got nothing to do with you, baby. I see them girls be out there with them stretch jeans. Baby. Don't take nothing on here personally onto yourself. If somebody telling fat jokes, ignore them. They ain't talking to you, girl. That's what you get. That's what this thing over here gives. I don't take none of it personally. Morning, night. He has been on morning and night long hours. So you're asking the same question as Larry Nelson. When does he work, girl? When? You start a new career in your 50s, girl, and you ain't got nothing to say about the job at all? God damn. You gotta maintain secrecy. You gotta maintain secrecy, girl, because you're still working entry-level jobs well into your 50s. You still entry-level, and your jobs ain't shit. More than likely, these jobs that he goes on are non-profit jobs. So they ain't giving him no $150,000 for that shit, girl. It's some kind of old shit. Either he's like, some businesses got to be open at night because people live there or something. Somebody got to watch the desk, and but there are very few jobs, career type jobs, where you got to be up all night long, right? And then it's not even consistent. One day you're up all day, the next day you're up all night. You're always either on a job that you said you had, always either there or online or in a car driving somebody somewhere, girl. Don't you ever get tired and want to sit down and relax and watch TV, nigga? I ain't that the whole point of working, girl, is to buy what you need and what you want, girl. But then everybody needs to sit down. But you keep trying to be somebody that you are not. You're not a middle class nigga. You work in a nonprofit, and the only reason you're at the nonprofit is not to help anybody. The only reason you're at a nonprofit, girl, is because you want to get them student loans forgiven. That's the plan. It ain't that hard to see through, girl. You're not capable of doing shit. If you had something that you were proud of doing, you would be bragging about it, because you brag about everything. You brag about some poor retarded boy you done picked up, calling me, you're my partner. What are you bragging about him for, girl? I mean, does he even talk? You brag about everything, but you ain't got nothing to say about this job of yours, this career. Jay Wilson's job is eating. Girl, if I lived in San Antonio, when I called for my DoorDash, I said, listen, you have a driver. His name is James Wilcox. Listen, I don't want him to deliver my food. Last time the fries looked picked over, someone took a piece of the hamburger off. Okay, so I just want to be clear. You can use any of your drivers, but I don't want that person, James Wilcox. Could you put that permanently in your records? Okay, thank you. Oh, you've had several complaints? Oh, okay. Well, it's on you guys. I just don't want him coming to my house anymore. Thank you. And just keep it like that, honey. Get rid of them trolls. They got some trolls in here. Oh, the trolls. Soul Sister number one, she knows how to get rid of them trolls. The other girls are just coming. They're just getting started. What is the troll, the nasty, pathetic ass troll saying? Now, insulting Jay Wilson, those are not trolls. You don't got to get rid of them. You got to get rid of them when they talk shit about me or us. Do you think he is still employed? He has been on mornings, nights for long hours. No, I've always said for a very, very, very long time, I believe that he got whatever that job was he got on, he has lost that job again. This is why he is so fearful of being doxxed. He don't want people to know how often, how frequently he loses these jobs. When he's bragging about Delta Airlines, where he worked at, 20 years ago, girl, that's because he ain't got nothing else to talk about, but he has been consistently working. As he's always said, I got a job, I'm working, I got a job, I'm working. Where are you working, girl? Shouldn't you have 20 years in somewhere by now? Obviously, you're inept. You can't be an entrepreneur. You can't ever come up with an idea to run a successful business. Although you say you have a business administration degree, another worthless degree. So shouldn't you be in a place of power by now, girl? Why are you still entry level at 52 years old? And I believe, and obviously a lot of people here believe, that you're not even entry level. You don't have a job again. That's why you got to sit hours and hours and hours on YouTube, child. Making ridiculous. How the hell you on here for hours talking about the fire monster going out there and fight somebody when you already said that you ain't gonna fight nobody? You shouldn't have opinion on it. Nothing. Are you the troll they talking about, baby? Jay Wilson started a new career at 50. Tim didn't start no job at 50. How you going to make fun? Girl, I am not impressed that you're gonna go get another job. I am not impressed by that. I know a lot of people feel like they've been around. A lot of people don't work. You know, they got uncles and all that kind of stuff on lay around. Everybody know about shiftless Negroes, honey. But listen here, I put my time in. I put my time in a way that you wouldn't understand. There's no sense in me sitting up here talking about it. But believe me, when they said unto me, now it's time for you to sit your ass down, girl, I was happy about it. How can I make fun? You ain't supposed to be in no entry-level job at 50 years old. No, honey, you're supposed to be the supervisor or the boss. Love told you who was the boss. Woo-hoo-hoo. The thing, he's still going out and getting coffee for people because he's an entry-level job position. He did the training, like similar to they do in Job Corps. He did the training. He went on bragging about this. Oh, this wonderful job. Anybody heard about it since, girl? Jay Wilson can't hold a job because he is incompetent and he's stupid. It's the truth. I don't know how many times I got to say that. So you think it's something starting a new career at 50 years old, girl? To me, baby, we just don't agree. We don't agree. You at 50, you're supposed to be trying to wind down, girl, and enjoying the fruits of your labor. You're not supposed to work until they put you in the ground. No, If you're a great singer or something, you've done something. You know, a lot of these politicians and so forth, and they work until their dying day. No, this boy is just hopping from job to job to job and just working, girl, for forever. How you gonna take on a goddamn mortgage in your 50s, girl? This is time people be downsizing. You're supposed to be trying to sell your house now and gotta get some equity out of it, girl, to make your life comfortable. He ain't even 50. This nigga's into his 50s. That ain't nothing to be bragging about. I got a job. I'm working. Must have been some of them niggas in that trailer didn't work, girl. Something has left an impression on you. Like everybody supposed to be impressed you working, girl. What the fuck is that? Where you work, nigga? Baby, people can believe whatever they want to believe. Keep it to yourself, honey. Keep it in the closet, girl. If you want to work and you in your 70s, girl, go ahead. But don't expect the other person, your next door neighbor, to work into their 70s to try to impress your ass. Everybody gonna do what they want to do, honey. You don't know nothing about my medical records. You don't know no reason at all why I don't have to work, girl. You don't know anything about it. So how you gonna make fun? What, girl, like I said, you don't know a goddamn thing about me. Nothing. And when your time comes, when you are no longer able to work, then let's see how excited you are about going and forcing yourself to do something that even your own doctors tell you you ain't supposed to be doing. And when he switched off and go get another meaningless job, he ain't gonna tell you. That's why he don't want to be doxxed. He don't want you to know, oh, he ain't on that. I ain't on that job. Oh, I got another one though. I got something else. That's what he was bragging about when Tracy found out about his ass. Oh, I got something else. They didn't know. I got something else. What was that job? You still ain't told us what that one was. You done moved to 3. You didn't have 6 jobs since you've been on here. And driving a cab and having strangers renting rooms in your house, girl. For the very minimum. What was the room called? $60 a night. Your people are getting hundreds of dollars from Airbnb. But not you, because you want to keep your fat ass there in the house, girl. You're supposed to rent out the whole house. Jay Wilson ain't got no kid. No, of course not. Yeah, that motherfucking selfish bastard. He ain't even got a dog, girl. He's certainly home enough. Don't do it. He's certainly home enough to have a pet. He can't even have a pet. I'm gonna marry Mark someday. You're assuming a lot, bitch. And sometime that slow ass boy is gonna come to his senses and realize I can do a whole lot better than this. I am so sick of listening to this boy and all his contradictions. You're right, Henry Lee Lewis. I can't say it, but you're right. Don't nobody want it, honey. Don't nobody want it, baby. Does Jay Wilson have any children? As far as I know, you can't spit kids out your ass. No. Has he adopted any children? Of course not. He ain't adopt shit. He's too selfish. He just want to walk around in big old hail. I got a hail. I got a hail. Bragging about everything he does, every move he makes, and yet he can't tell you where he works or what he does for a living. You sure talked about Delta. What happened? Hi, how you doing? Tim Blaine. So what do you do for it? Oh, I work at Chrysler. I said, oh, really? I heard that's a great company, right? Jay Wilson, how you doing, buddy? Timothy Blaine. So what do you do? Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm going to call the police. You better stop asking me questions. You can't say what you do. That's pitiful. When they ask me that question, I am retired no matter how you feel about it. But the thing is, I'm a writer. That's what I do. I write. When I get up every day, I start writing. Okay? That's what I do. Either you accept it or reject it, but that's what I do, girl. What is the big secret? It ain't ever. Oh. I know I'm doing all this. Oh, you can't say that. You can't say this. You can't say that. Oh, that's business. Oh, that's big. And then, but then, are you saying that you actually go on YouTube and talk about everyone else's life? You criticize everything you can find out negative about other people's life, but then you say nothing about your own life? I don't understand. Help me to understand, brother, sister, whatever. No judgment, no judgment. Y'all, would y'all please would you please hit the like button? Thank you. So when is he renting out the Airbnb? Was he's staying there in the house with them, honey, Miss Mask? He said he renting out Airbnb. Stop, baby. The Fight Monster said today that he only got 2 bedrooms in the house. My guess, I think it's probably 3. He got 3 rooms, and then he rich the room, but they got to sit there and watch his fat ass walking back and forth to the kitchen every night, girl. That means they ain't got access to the living room. They ain't got access. There's no den or nothing like that, girl. All he got is the living room. That same little small ass room ain't no bigger than this room right here, girl. That's his whole commune space. They can't use none of that because he still lives there. All they doing is go lock themselves in a room upstairs. Girl. Give me a hotel any day. Henry Lee Lewis, would you stop that, please? What happened to the stupid ass prayer cloths, girl? It wasn't turning enough profit. He was keeping all the profit for himself, but he had that woman over there, Miss what's her name? Miss Vivian. She was over there buying the goddamn prayer cloth and sewing on the emblems, girl, and shipping them out. She's dumb, so she wasn't getting nothing, girl. And the profit that he was getting, it wasn't enough to impress him. So he moved on to something else. He could have wrote about 20 of them little pamphlets by now. Girl, why did he get that up? Because they were so poorly done, so badly done, that he realized that wasn't his stick either. So he is in his 50s. He still ain't found out his stick yet. He thought he could come on here and pretend that he was a pastor and y'all would believe it and give him money. That's the only reason he came to YouTube. It didn't work. People get tired, honey. Then he started putting a fucking 20 commercials in a fucking 2-hour video, and he comes on 3 times a day. How many commercials is that a day, girl? Thank you, Henry Lewis, for the happy birthday. 64 years young. No, my birthday was the 6th. The guys were very generous. I haven't even been out the house to spend the money yet. I usually at least go buy me one little blouse or something, girl. But I ain't been out. It's been raining here, and I had other stuff I had to do. But y'all was very generous, and thank you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Upgraded boarding house. That's all it was, child. He should have wobbled his fat ass out of that damn house, go over there and stay with that boy's house. When you're renting an Airbnb, you're supposed to rent the whole damn house. A family can go in there, let them go over there and walk all over your house, and they'll give you $300 or $400 a night, right? Is your relationship so fractured with Mark, or that's just your girlfriend now? You're supposed to leave the house, go stay with Mark's house. I assume he wouldn't charge you rent, and then rent the whole house out, girl. But no, she's so clinging to this goddamn house. I gotta have. Working morning, night, got you working day and night. Hold on. You so tired, girl. People do it. People do it for their kids. People do it for their families. But just for a single dude to just be wobbling around in the big stupid ass house, girl, they don't need. I don't get it. I'm gonna get equity. I'm gonna get when you gonna get that equity, girl? You in your 50s now, Jay Wilson. Before you put enough in that damn thing, you're in Texas after all. Before you put it, you'll be in your 60s, right? What you gonna do with the equity? I can't fix the stupid. I can't fix the stupid, girl. I ain't gonna try. Thank you, Haseen. Is it Haseen or Hussein? You got 2 unusual names. Drim. I ain't gonna try to say your name. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Oh my goodness. Oh, Henry, you something else. Mm-hmm. Soul sister, go sister. Hey, she met Mama lying down in old New Orleans. Thank you, moderators, for coming in. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. So now let me go over here and see what's going on with Brother Franklin. I guess that'll be a story. I'm hoping that he's gotten out, and there's this thing that if they don't let him out, then he's more attached to the story than we think he is, right? Because apparently those charges in Texas have been settled. They were financial things where he owed a couple $100, whatever. The bail on it was only $1,500. So what I heard from Reed was that the grandparents already went down there and took care of that. He didn't have to come back to Texas. But if they won't give him a bail in LA, then he's more involved than we think. So y'all who like to pray for Kerryon Franklin, that he can find his way and get back on track. He does communicate. I mean, he was on a reality show. He was able to have a conversation, but Zeus just wants them to fight. That's all I can see. Nobody gets a chance to really say anything, girl. So far, I don't see any plot there. They just there, going from fight to fight. But he does seem to be able to talk. He's not that disabled. Mm-hmm. Oh, Haseen, been watching from the Republic of Ireland. Oh my God. You never know who's in here. I see. That's why you have an unusual name. Welcome from overseas, brother. Mm-hmm. Welcome from Ireland. Yeah, my one of my characters right now in the new novel, he's in London, England. They scared him so bad. No, she. They scared her so bad that she moved her family to London, England, but still started having her channel on YouTube because they murdering folks over there. Potato land. All right, you guys, let me go check and see what's going on with that story. Y'all have a wonderful Tuesday. Talk to you later.